Oh, yeah. Okay, so that means that we should probably. Oh! Hey! No. Hey, Max, put it up for me.
Hello, guys. We're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance, okay?
Well, I don't know.
Ready?
Wait, you don't even have a flag.
Yes, I do.
In the sports department, we don't have proper gym equipment.
I need computer.
I'm lacking pens.
Teachers really need markers.
I believe every one of my classes has over 37 kids. We don't have enough desks for 37 kids, so they end up sitting in the back of the room with these computer chairs and really weird desks. And I'm also one of those students who sits in the back, and therefore I can't see the board, I can't see what he's talking about, and I can't hear him.
Guys, I'm going to pass out the classwork.
It's gotten so bad that we have to recycle paper.
7 for the whole class.
All right, listen up.
If it's paper we're using from the school, it'll be like printed on the back.
Teachers do not print out stuff. Instead, they'll post it on the internet. So then they'll ask a friend to print it for them. And if that friend can't print it, they ask another friend. And after a while, they just lose the morale and decide not to print anything at all and not to do their homework.
Hey, class, I think the homework's online.
Oh, for real? Good job. Yeah. It'll be better than these textbooks here. We got one here.
One computer.
It don't work.
Oh, you broke it!
And so at home, I need a laptop or a computer so I can access the internet and be able to print out whatever they post.
Bring it farther onto the desk.
I think they've given the teachers a limit on things they can print, and you have 6 classes a day with 40 students in your class. You meet your limit in just one day.
Why are we all sharing one book?
Some teachers will even give you extra credit if you give them a rim of white printing paper.
Teacher.
But how are we supposed to copy without any pens or anything?
I have a pen. Pencil, pen.
Well, it's the students' fault because the students, well, they take my pens and don't give them back. And then it's the teachers' fault because the teachers are supposed to have these supplies on hand already. It's the parents' fault because parents don't buy their children these supplies. And it's everyone else's fault because if you're supposed to make sure we're learning, you should be giving us the supplies to learn.
They're not helping us out, man. You know, like, I'm sure a million people see that the schools need help, but they're just like, oh, I'm just like, oh, they'll handle it, when that's clearly not the case.
Fortunate people who who have the money to supply stuff, I think they can step up and maybe donate some money to schools.
I'm sure there's someone else that can help change the situation, but they're just not, I don't know, they're being selfish and they're not showing their self. Like they're an option, but they're like, oh, I'm not gonna let them know I'm an option.
Hey! Why is there students out in the hallway?
They're reckless. They don't pay attention.
What? Why not? What's going on in here?
We don't have paper.
We don't have books. She made us write with markers.
We don't have it.
I got you. You see his pen?
Write with markers.
Listen, at this point, there's not much I can do. We've got a lot of budget cuts. You're just going to have to share.
One of our expectations is to be an adaptable problem solver. So I take it in within myself and I ask my mom, can you print this out for me at work?
It doesn't limit our possibility to learn. I just try to keep a moving forward type of attitude and mindset.
Imperialism is the economic and political domination of a strong nation over other weaker nations.
I don't even know what imperialism is.
I focus and dedicate myself to getting a better education and not making excuses or so many excuses for myself where to the point that I don't get what I need to get done.
I try not to worry about all of it because I know that later in life I might become rich and famous and donate something to the school.